I get a lot of intrusive thoughts. I don't really understand the point of intrusive thoughts because I feel like intrusive thoughts, they're always evil or perverted thoughts. And I don't understand why you can't just have nice, helpful intrusive thoughts. Like what a wonderful world. Like I don't understand why you can't just go to a train station, see a train come in and think to yourself, oh boy, I'm gonna go on a lovely train journey, without some evil voice suddenly being like, maybe we should push that lady into the tracks. She's wearing a backpack, fuck her. I just want to hold a baby, right? Like a lovely newborn baby and think, wow, what a beautiful baby. Welcome to the world, little dude. Without that same voice suddenly being like, maybe you should kick it like a rugby ball. Johnny Wilkinson, that fucker over the fence. I just want one family Christmas, just one innocent family Christmas where we do that fun Christmas cracker thing and I don't suddenly think to myself, oh, you could really fuck this up if you started kissing Granddad. Because you could just do it, You could do any of those. Like, my granddad's 94 years old. There is no way he fends me off, Like, he's just gonna be at the kitchen table like, no, grandson, what are you doing? And I could just be there like, we don't need to hide anymore, granddaddy. Pucker up, wrinkly, it's time to be free. Then my whole family's gonna be like, oh my God, has Granddad been kissing Luke for all these years? Is it true, Luke? Is it true? And I could just lie and be like, yes! Every night, kissy with Granddaddy! This is just something you could do. I don't know, people freak out about intrusive thoughts. I don't think you should be scared of them. I think you should be scared of the people that don't get intrusive thoughts. Because they're the fuckers that probably just do it. You know what I mean? Like, they just kiss their granddad and you'll be like, yo, brother, why'd you kiss your granddad? And like, all they can say back is like, brother, I just did not think it through. No idea there would be terrible consequences to that. Guys. We have to talk about men's mental health. No, it is important, but I do feel like you never get to hear from the people with the mental health conditions you actually want to hear from. Like, let's be honest, you want to hear from schizophrenics and psychotics, right? Like, that's a good story, but it's never those guys piping up. It's always like minor anxiety or like mid-level ADHD, and like their fucking stories suck, It's like, they're the worst stories. It's like, sometimes I feel anxious at work meetings, I'm like, sometimes I'm late. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, one time I want one of my friends to come to the pub and be like, the Swans have taken over the White House. They're using telepathy. I'm like, this is a fucking amazing story, like, I want to hear more, it's like, I think that's why doctors section those people, they're just sort of like, oh, I want to hear more of the story, it's like, you can't leave the hospital till we've heard the ending, Ben, That's how it is, but I don't know. I also don't even know if talking is always that helpful when you fucking, I don't know. If you're halfway through a psychosis, I don't know if having a conversation is helpful. Like, I can't just go down to the pub, be like, how you doing, Stephen? And Stephen's like, I'm the Goblin King. You can't just be like, at least you're talking about it, Stephen. Like, you must be feeling better already. I guess you're not unwell anymore. Makes no sense. Like, I had a psychosis when I was 18, man, and I wish I hadn't told anyone of what was fucking going on in my head. It was bullshit. This doctor tried to section me. It was rubbish, man. Like, I managed to avoid it, but I had to do all these, like, examinations, evaluations. They called my mum in. It was embarrassing. Like, I thought my mum would solve the whole situation. I thought she'd be like, doctor, you can't section my boy. He's not crazy. He's the Goblin King. You gotta free the king! But that's not what happened at all. All that happened was the doctor was like, oh, have you got a history of mental health problems in your family? My mum goes on the worst tirade I've ever heard. She was like, oh, God, everyone in his family. His dad was sectioned, his auntie, his great uncle. I was trying to get control of this woman. I was like, whoa, doctor, you can't trust a word this lady says. Her whole family's crazy. This is bullshit, man. That's why I love the year 2013. I don't know if you guys are around for 2013, but best year if you're a crazy person, because that's the year that Edward Snowden, the whistleblower, revealed that the CIA actually was spying on everyone. Like to most people, that was a political scandal. To me, the biggest relief of my life. I was all up in my therapist's face, like, I fucking told you they were listening to us, Russell! Who's crazy now? And it was me. I was yelling at a microwave, but that's... Never actually had a therapist called Russell Hobbs, but that's... It was a bit weird that every therapy session ended with a lasagna. There you go. Gotta be careful with that lasagna. But no, how much time we got left? We got 5 hours. Don't worry, guys. But no, I've been doing lots of research into new mental health conditions. I've been learning. There's a whole bunch of fun ones. The funnest one I found recently was, I don't know if you guys know this, is pedophilic OCD. Anyone heard of this? This is great. Okay, so you guys know, like, OCD is like you feel scared that something bad is going to happen. So you do, like, rituals. Like, you turn off and on the light, like, 50 times, and then that will stop something bad happen. Pedophilic OCD is when you're scared you're a pedophile, so you do that to make yourself feel better, and you're like, I won't be a pedophile now. The lights are off. I don't know. But that's not what I thought. When I first saw it, pedophilic OCD, that's not what I thought it was. What I thought the condition was a pedophile with OCD, which I think that's got to be the most terrifying human being in existence. They're just like, oh, I gotta fuck 50 kids before I leave the house. Otherwise something bad could happen.